Hi, hello, how are you guys? I am back to do my July TBR. I am going to apologize for multiple things. One, sorry I've not done anything in the last, I want to say month. I didn't do nothing in July. June. We're in July now. I did not do anything in June. I read, but I didn't like film or anything. I do apologize for all that. I've had a lot going on this year. This year has been a roller coaster for me. It's been a huge roller coaster for me. So I do apologize for the fact that I have not really locked in with filming and making videos for you guys. I do sincerely apologize. Hi, Odyssey. Was not expecting you to jump up on me. Anywho, I don't know if you can actually really hear me with my mic being down here. Yes, baby. He wants my microphone. That's what it is. Let's just go ahead and get into it. I've had a lot going on, but I want to really just lock in July. I was going to originally do 6 books, but I think I'm going to do 8. My TBR cart is right here. You cannot see it. Okay, you're a little bit lower, so you can at least see somewhat of my TBR right here. Eventually, one of these days, I'm actually just going to film sitting on the floor, but for now, we're not doing that, so whatever. I have my TBR jar here. I'm gonna do 8 prompts because I typically like 8 prompts. I have been reading about 6 books a month right now because I just have not been really into reading. I'm not really locking in, but July, I feel like I'm just going to really lock in July. This is the time in last year where I really started locking in on reading. Don't know why, but I did. But I will say I am planning on doing a reread of Onyx Storm in July because part 2 of the dramatized adaptation finally comes out in a couple days, and I plan on rereading that. There was something else I was going to do. Oh, there's also another book that is going to be getting released in the month at the end of the July. So I'm not going to add that one on my TBR, but I'm going to be reading that pretty much as soon as it gets released. It is one of my little paperback books. Lindsay Sands, she is releasing her next release for the series. Finally comes out in July, and I am dying for it. I love that series so much. There's 37 books in this series, and I absolutely love it. But anyways, besides that, I don't think there's any other plans as far as my reading other than just doing a reread of Onyx Storm. And then I would really like to get some of my series knocked off of my list. That's like my 2 goals. I want to at least get like 2 to 3 series knocked off of my list, just so that way I feel a little bit better. And when I say series, I mean like duologies and trilogies, not like series like Shatter Me. I just started it. And there's other ones I can't think of them all, but for Blood and Ash, I'm not going to finish that series in July unless I read every single book, which I'm not going to do. I'm taking my time with that series, but just like longer series, I'm not going to read, and I might start 1 or 2 series this month, but if I start them, I want to finish them. That's kind of my goal. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Most recent purchase book. My most recent purchase book is The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. This is the third and final book in the Folk of Air trilogy. I completely forgot I bought this yesterday because I thought that this was my last recent purchase. It's not my last recent purchase book. And then I remembered I bought this one yesterday. So yeah, this is my most recent purchase. I bought it yesterday. This is the last one in the trilogy. Like I said, this is the Folk of Air trilogy. I don't know a whole lot of this. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this one's about. I don't want to know what this one's about. I've heard a lot of good things about the Folk of Air series, which is the Cruel Prince series, trilogy. And either people really, really love it or they don't really care for it. And I'm like in the middle of it. It's interesting enough to keep me reading, but I don't care. Like I don't really care about the characters. Um, like the prince is just an asshole, and she is just manipulative. So I don't care for the characters as much, but I'm interested enough to keep going. So this is their third one. I don't know if I'm gonna read the duology that is connected to this. It is about different characters, but we shall see. It depends on how this one ends, on if I want more from this world. As of right now, I'm not. I just kind of want to get it done and over with. So this will complete a series for me, which I'm really, really happy about. So this is book 1 on our TBR. Prompt number 2 is going to be Out of My Comfort Zone. Here's the thing. With this prompt, I don't have a book on my TBR cart that is out of my comfort zone, but I do have books on my Kindle that are on my comfort zone. I have 2 books in particular that would be out of my comfort zone, and I have Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna, or I have Beartown by Frederick Bachman. And I have heard amazing things about Frederick Bachman, so I think I want to read Beartown. I know it's a trilogy, and I know a lot of people like this series or trilogy has been it's been raved about, and I kind of want to see what the rave is all about. So I am going to pick Beartown for this prompt. So that's going to be prompt number 2. Next prompt, with a one-word title. I do have a couple on here. Here's a couple that I could do. We have Forsaken by Willow Winters on here. This is a mafia dark romance, which I don't know why I haven't read this yet, but it is a mafia dark romance. I also have Lightlark that I could pick up. This is a trilogy, I think, and it is also being made into a TV show, I believe. I don't know. I've heard good things about this one, and I started to read it, and then I put it back down. I read the prologue and maybe the first like 2 or 3 pages, and then I put it down, and I haven't picked it back up. So this one is definitely an option. I have the audiobook, but the audiobook goes away tomorrow because I got it on like Audible had it like for free or whatever for a limited time, and the audiobook goes away tomorrow. So I'm going to have to re-get this audiobook because I know I'm not going to read this today. We also have Sunbringer by Hannah Kaner. This one is Kaner, not Karener. Kaner. This one is a high fantasy. This is in the Fallen Gods series, or God Killer, I'm sorry. This is the Fallen Gods series, but it's God Killer series. This is a high fantasy. I don't read high fantasy a lot. I don't really remember a lot of what the first one was about, but this one I did really enjoy the first one. So I kind of want to get this trilogy done. I have book 2 and book 3 is on my TBR over here as well. So I do have them. I just haven't picked them up for some reason. So this is also an option. Behind me, I have Thread Needle. This I think is a cozy. This is technically on the spine. It's 1 thread needle. And note on here it shows 2, but on the spine it's showing as a 1 word. So technically, I think this would count. This is more of a cozy fantasy. I think I'm gonna read this one around fall time. I don't know why, but I'm getting fall vibes from it for some reason. But I think this is a cozy fantasy. Cozy fantasy is not my typical like what I typically reach for. So we're going to try and get into this at some point in the fall. So I'm not going to do this one. We have Marked. This is a House of Nightmare novel. I know a lot of people have read the series in high school. I didn't even know this series existed, so I did not read it. I was not one of those people. So this is also an option. I grabbed this one, but I have no interest in actually reading this series. So I don't even know. I might actually eventually end up actually unhauling this series. So I'm not going to do this one. I don't know. This one is about vampires and stuff. So maybe I might pick it up. I don't know. At the moment, I don't think I'm going to pick it up. The last one on my TBR shelf is Gothicana by Runix, and I don't know why I have not picked this one up yet. I think this is a teacher-student trope. Maybe that's why. I don't know. This is a dark romance. I think it's like a dark academia type of romance. So I am interested in picking it up, and it is a beautiful book. For some reason, I just haven't. I don't know why. The last option is Pestilence. This is the Four Horsemen series. This is book 1, obviously. And this is like a darker romance, I believe. I don't know. I picked this one up, and I'm so interested in reading the series, but for some reason, I just have not picked it up. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm very interested in it, but for some reason, I just haven't picked this one up. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know which one I want to pick up. And I think out of all these, what I might do is I think I'm actually going to go with Sunbringer. Like I said, this is a high fantasy, and I would really like to actually get this series done. Like I said, I want to actually go ahead and try and finish more series in this month. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do Sunbringer. It is high fantasy. I will definitely be listening to the audiobook because otherwise this one will take me forever to read. And it is multiple POVs, which I really do enjoy multiple POVs. So I'm really excited for this one. I've been wanting to pick it up. I've been eyeing it, but for some reason I just have not done it yet. Prompt number 4. Prompt number 4. A book with a beautiful cover. To me, there are multiple in here that have a beautiful cover, and so I could be showing a lot of these books. I really enjoy, I don't know why, but I really do like King of Sloth's cover. I don't know why. I think it's the simplicity of it. I just really, really like. And I really want to get to this book. I also absolutely love the Rose Bargains cover. This cover is so pretty to me. and I've also been really intrigued by this one. I also really like the Serpent in the Wings of Nights cover. I don't know what it is, but something about this is really pretty to me as well. But I don't want to say it's beautiful, but it's definitely pretty. And then as far as these ones back here, to me, I'm not seeing anything that would stick out to me, to be honest with you. Okay, listen, I could cheat because I'm fixing to start this book. This is actually going to be my next read. So I could cheat and I could put this on my TBR and then bam, I will complete one. Because I just bought the audiobook of this and I really want to start this. But because of the fact that I am fixing to actually just read this one, I'm going to not cheat. I'm going to put King of Sloth on my TBR because I really do want to pick this book up this month. I would really like to actually get caught up on the series. King of Envy is up there, so I would like to go ahead and read this and get to King of Envy. I know a lot of people don't like this one, but a lot of people liked King of Envy. So I would really like to get these two books read in July. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one on my TBR. I know it's a stretch, but I do like the simplicity of this. I think it's beautiful in my personal opinion. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. Since I am actually going to already be reading this one today after I'm done filming, I'm going to start this book. So I think it would be cheating. And I don't want to cheat. So we're going to put this one back over here. Actually, I'm going to take this off my TBR because this is my next book. Because of that, we're going to go ahead and go with King of Sloth, prompt number 5. Finish a series. Here's the thing. Queen of Nothing would have been perfect for this one because that is finishing a series. I am going to do this with this because I don't think there's any other than Queen of Nothing that is going to finish a series for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm pretty close to the end of a series, to multiple series actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one that would actually, and I'm going to read the rest of the series. Like if it's only got 2 books left, I'm going to actually add both of them onto the TBR for this prompt. So for this prompt, because I did Queen of Nothing for my first one and I need to finish one, I'm going to put the last 2 books of the Chestnut Spring series on my TBR for this prompt. I only have 2 books left. I have Reckless and Hopeless, and I'll be done. These books are easy for me to read. I can read both of them. I can read them in one day. And so because of that, and I really, really like this series, I'm going to add both of those on for my my July TBR for this one prompt because I'm so close to the end. I have both audiobooks. It's just going to work out best for me. This is prompt number 6, and we got, I can see it, got fantasy, which means I can pick any fantasy on here to put onto my TBR. We have a lot of fantasy on here. I don't want to start a series. I don't want to start a series, like a long series, unless I know I'm going to pretty much finish it in that same month, if not soon. Because I'm already in the middle of like 20 different series, and I know that's not a lot for a lot of people, but for me, it's a lot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go with this book. This is one of the newer releases and also one of my newest, like one of my recent purchases. It's not my most recent one, but it is my second most recent one. And I've heard nothing about this book. I don't want to hear anything about this book. I don't know what it's about, nothing, and that's what I like. She did One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. I enjoyed that duology a lot, so I'm really excited to actually go ahead and add this on to my TBR for the month of July. So prompt number 7. Did I or did I not just say I don't want to start a series? Start a series. I'm not going to do a big series. I know I really want to actually start this series in the month of July. And this has been on my TBR multiple times at this point. But I'm going to do Shadow and Bone. This is also a Netflix series, and I would like to watch the Netflix series eventually. But I really want to read this trilogy so I can get to the Six of Crows duology because I've heard amazing things about it. One of my coworkers, she said she did not read this trilogy, and she started off in the duology, and she said she is confused as hell, and she does not understand what's going on. And so I told her I didn't know what to tell her because you're supposed to read the series first. I know she said she researched it and people said you don't have to, but she's confused. And I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and start with the trilogy. I'm not even going to try and go into the duology. To me, if a series is connected to another series, read the series that you got to before you get to the other series. It's just my personal opinion. So we're going to finally try and read this trilogy. This, I don't think I'm going to be able to read all 3 books in the month of July, but I'm actually going to try at least read the first 2 if I can. A book over 500 pages. So I got Zodiac Academy, which is 502, but I don't plan on actually starting the series until later on in the year. So I don't think I'm going to do this one. But that one is 502 pages. Yeah, this one's 508, but I don't know if I want to pick this one up just yet. This book intimidates me. I have The Blood of Hercules. This one is 512 pages, right? No. This book is 507 pages. I'm gonna do Blood of Hercules. I've been in a Greek mythology type of, I don't even know what you want to call it lately. I just have been kind of not obsessed with it, but almost obsessed, like borderline obsessed with everything to do with Greek mythology lately. So anything to do with gods and stuff, I'm just eating it up. So this is gonna work out perfectly for me. So this is what we're gonna put on for prompt number 7. Oh no, that's prompt number 8. Y'all, I was wrong. I have 2 more books on my TBR than they're Kindle books. That was prompt number 8. I apologize. I think I said prompt number 7. I don't know how to count. I apologize. This is our TBR for the month. We have Queen of Nothing, Sunbringer, King of Sloth, a Knight, the Knight, and the Moth. Shadow and Bone, and then Blood of Hercules, and then we also have Beartown and Reckless and Hopeless. Reckless technically, but Hopeless to finish off my series. So that is the TBR for the month of July. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. I'm going to try and read as much of this as I possibly can. Maybe potentially include some of these in videos. We shall see. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!